Okay, we'll see if this works this time. So here we are. We're going to update an 18xx spreadsheet in Google Docs. We're moving it from OR 2.1 to OR 2.2, but the same basic principles apply if you're switching between stock rounds and operating rounds. First thing we're going to do is we're going to, down here in the bottom left, we're going to click the little arrow by OR 2.1 and we're going to duplicate this sheet. Then it creates copy of OR 2.1 down here as a new tab. We grab that and drag it to the left. That puts it in the front, which means it'll load first when people open a bookmark for this page. And then we go back to OR 2.1, we click that little arrow again, and we're going to choose Protect Sheet. The reason we do this is because we're going to set up a warning so that if anybody tries to edit an older OR or SR, that they'll get a warning to tell them that they're not working on the correct sheet. So we click on Set Permissions and show a warning when editing this range. There's a lot more you could do here, but this is pretty simple and does the job. It puts a little lock icon there beside the OR 2.1, which shows you that it's been protected. Then we're going to close the protection window by clicking this little X up here so that we can see the whole sheet again. We're going to go back to our copy of OR 2.1, double click it, and rename it to OR 2.2. Next thing we're going to do is copy over the cash and net worth for the players from the ending worth over to the starting worth. So we're going to, this is the end of OR 2.1 money, and we're going to copy that. Come over here to cell B3, highlight it, and choose Edit, Paste Special, and Paste Values Only. The reason we're doing that is because the numbers for the ending cash and net worth are formulas, and we want to just paste the numbers in here. Without pasting the formulas, which would really mess things up. Then we're going to come down here into the ending funds for the companies, and it's the same thing. We're copying them, and then we're going to go up to the beginning funds for the companies, and which is cell in row 16, and we're going to paste special and paste values only. Now you see everything's a little wonky because it's still got all of the things that happened last round. So several people brought privates and did other things. We're going to delete that money up here in column Z. We're going to delete the dividends here that were paid in row 19. We're going to delete most of the expenses that are here in rows 21 through 26, but I'm very careful not to delete the rows with the formulas, which on this sheet are marked in red. Different sheets use different notations to show which cells are formulas and which one that you shouldn't type in or delete. Anyway, we also, because this one has the formulas in between, I then have to come down to the bottom here and delete out the NYC withholdings here in column L, row 29. And finally, I'm going to update the private income. Now, at the start of last round, Jason owned privates 3, 5, and 8. Now he only owns privates 5 and 8, so we're going to change his income this round to 5 and 8, and that means we have to come down here and add the private number 3 income in to the NYC, which is the company that bought that. In addition, the big 4 was absorbed last round, so we're going to go ahead and delete that. And that way he doesn't own the presidency of that anymore. We didn't do that on the OR 2.1 sheet because that would have eliminated his income from that. So a lot of times you'll see mergers or privates going away being updated on the following spreadsheet, because if you update them on the current spreadsheet, it will eliminate the income or change the way the spreadsheet works. Anyway, that's it. We're done. If we were to do an SR, we would just delete all this private income here and the private income here, and you'd be ready to start your stock round. A lot of different sheets have different complications, extra things to do, mostly related to mergers, adjustments in tokens, maybe the phases are automatically calculated. This sheet, for example, automatically calculates the number of players up here in cell A1, and on the very first stock round, it automatically fills in the appropriate amount of cash. Different sheets have different little extra bells and whistles, but that's the basic way you do it. Hope this helped.